Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to start this lesson off by giving all honor, praise, and infinite glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Raha Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, blessing, and salutation to the hopeful elect that are out there diligently pushing the word in truth and in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, it's your brother Kazak Tazabah coming at you once again through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying and to the point. So I had earlier this morning, I had seen this video of a one Jake, this is the image, screenshot it, but there was a church that was going live on their stream, okay, and from what it looked like, you had this young Jake in the black T-shirt come out, from the audience, and pull a gun on the pastor, man. And it just go, ain't no telling what this, the reasoning behind this, I'm sure the pastor had done probably something wicked, something evil. Granted, being in this so-called pulpit or spreading lies is evil in itself. All right, but I don't know. This pastor could have popped this dude's woman or his mom or who knows, man. You could speculate all you want, but the point of it was the fact that you had somebody or you had this pastor, okay, so-called, up there preaching in the name of I hate to say it, even say the name, but calling on Jesus Christo, okay? And this is the outcome of somebody pulling the gun on you, man. All right, and in the video that surfaced, it looked like the gun had probably jammed and it didn't shoot, okay? And then you see somebody come and tackle them, and they get the gun away from him. But as you see it, he got arrested, right? It says, man arrested, accused of trying to shoot pastor during sermon at a Pennsylvania church. It says a church service in North Braddock, Pennsylvania was upended Sunday when a man pulled a gun on a pastor in the middle of a sermon. Pennsylvania State Police had charged 26-year-old Bernard Polite of Braddock and say he entered an attempt to shoot the pastor Glenn Germany while the pastor was delivering a sermon at Jesus Dwelling Place Church on Sunday just after 1 p.m. It says video taken by church's deacon and posted online by the pastor Glenn Germany shows the moment the pastor suddenly found himself staring down at the barrel of a gun. All right, so I'm gonna play this video and read a little bit more into it, and then we'll bring out some scripture.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Erica Stanish. A scary scene at a congregation in North Braddock this afternoon when a man pulled a gun on a pastor in the middle of their sermon. And right now, police are searching the home of that suspect. Our Ricky Sayer is live in North Braddock with new details from police. Ricky, what can you tell us?
Just moments ago, we learned from Allegheny County Police that a man was found shot and killed in one of the homes behind me today. Now, this has been a very emotional scene, and police are still investigating. You can see the crime scene tape that is up. We spoke with a neighbor just a few minutes ago, and they told us that they heard gunshots around 10 this morning. They say the person you're about to see in the video at the church holding the gun is the same person who lives in one of these homes. We'll warn you that you may find some of the video you're about to see disturbing. It happened in an instant. An instant where Pastor Glenn Germany found himself staring down the barrel of a gun.
It was like, this is not happening.
Yet somehow it was, but no shot was fired.
And I thank God because only God stopped and jammed his gun.
Church Deacon Clarence McAllister tackled the man.
That's how the man reacts. You know what I mean? There's something that needs to be done, and I jumped up there and handled my business.
He's a hero.
I gotta give God thanks for giving me the courage to do what I did.
Before trying to shoot, Germany said the man smiled at him. The man was eventually taken into police custody. That's where Germany was able to speak to him.
didn't do nobody nothing. This guy was just dealing with spirits, he said, and he came in and he wanted to shoot somebody.
Germany says he could tell the man faces mental illness. Police say they arrested Bernard Jr. Polite.
These are the words he used. He said, "You ducked a taco today." That's what he told me. And I guess that's slang for you ducked a bullet.
Polite apologized to Germany, who says he forgives him. Germany hasn't been able to process this.
The thing that hurt me the most, and it brings tears to my eyes, because I couldn't watch my daughter break down. And I watched my daughter who's seen it all.
His 14-year-old daughter was sitting among the pews.
But I still had to be strong, because I had to be strong for her. But I couldn't take it. And just seeing her, that's the part that, it's hard for me to digest.
And again, this was at Jesus' Dwelling Place Church in North Braddock. The pastor told us that he plans to...
See, hey, man, that's those evil spirits, man. All right? Those evil spirits being riled up and being activated, man. Which leads me to how the Lord said that, hey, there be spirits that be created for vengeance. All right? This is Sirach, better known as Ecclesiasticus, chapter 39 and verse 28. It says, "There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them." Okay. Now, hey, man, this is none other than the Lord. All right. Doing this, man. All right. The Lord put the spirit on this man. Okay.
It happened
to do what he did. All right. Look at this. Look at that. Let me get real quick. I'm gonna come back to this Isaiah 9, but this is Ephesians. Where is it at? Ephesians, the 6th chapter, because we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Ephesians 6:9, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness in this world, darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places," man. So, hey, man, this person, all right, had a spirit that was created by the Lord to go and commit this act. Okay. Now, granted, the gun had jammed, and we know that's of the Lord too. But what does this say, man? This image, that they say 1,000 speaks, or it's like a image or a picture speaks 1,000 words or something like that. Hey, man, well, this is exactly what that did. All right, this image, all right, this screenshot, all right, speaks 1,000 words. Okay, and all it comes down to is what? Evil and wickedness that's being pushed upon our people, man. He could have been fed up, all right. He could have been fed up that this pastor was teaching lies. He say, yeah, it could have been mental health, which is spirits in itself. Okay. But needless to say, man, that's that fear that pastor had witnessed. Okay. About of him looking at down the barrel of a gun. Hey, that's judgment, man. You looking at death and straight in the eyes. All right. But hey, that's all through the Lord, man. All because of what? He's up there preaching a false doctrine, man. Okay. A false Messiah, a false, Hamashiach. You see? And that's the outcome, man. Putting fear upon you and your family. He even said that his daughter was terrified. All right. He had to look at her face and saw how terrified and scared she was. Well, hey, that's going to be nothing compared to what you're going to witness in Jacob's trouble, man. All right. So, yeah, you pastors, y'all get used to seeing that, man. Get used to being in great fear. OK, because, the Lord is about to send, lay on fury strokes, man. Okay? The Lord is about to lay on fury strokes. Right? Sword strokes. It says, fire and hail and famine and death, and all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts, scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. Well, what's the modern day sword? Exactly what this dude is holding up, man. A gun. All right? Ammunition, firearm. That's the modern day sword. Okay? So let's go back to that Isaiah 9. Isaiah chapter 9 and was it 16? Start at verse 14. Isaiah 9 and 14. Therefore the Lord will cut off from Israel head and tail, branch and rush in one day. The ancient and honorable, he is the head, and the prophet that teacheth lies, he is the tail. Okay? What did he say right before? He said that he's going to cut off the head and the tail. You see that? A prophet that teacheth lies, he is the tail. Well, he's a false prophet. It says, for the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they are led of them that are destroyed. Okay? So these people that are following these pastors, worshiping these pastors that are up on these pulpits, pushing lies, hey, they're doing nothing but being led to destruction. It says, therefore the Lord shall have no joy in their young men, neither shall men have mercy on their fatherless and widows. For everyone is an hypocrite and an evildoer, and every mouth speaketh folly. For all this his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still. You see that? Hey, man, so, hey, the Lord is no respect of person, man, especially when you go against the will of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, all right? And you go and teach a false doctrine, okay, that's based off of emotions and feelings and prosperity and lies, man, okay? They're just leading down the path of destruction. Matthew chapter 15 and I started verse 13. It says, but he answered and said, every plant which my heavenly Father have not planted shall be rooted up. See, the Lord did not send these people, man, these men, okay, to do his work. Okay? They weren't sent, as it also states in Jeremiah, the 23rd chapter. Let's see if I can find it. Yep, this is Jeremiah 23 and verse 20. The anger of the Lord shall not return until he have executed, until he have performed the thoughts of his heart. In the latter days he shall consider it perfectly. I have not sent these prophets, yet they ran. I have not spoken to them, yet they prophesied. But if they stood in my counsel and had caused my people to hear my words, then they should have turned them from their evil way and from their evil doings. You see, but do you think these so-called pastors and these so-called prophets are doing that? No, man. No, they're not. They're telling you it's okay to go and eat, pork chops. It's okay for you to go and have a feast at Red Lobster of eating shrimp, crab, and mollusk and damn calamari. It's okay to go and celebrate Christmas with a fat man coming down the chimney, saying it's okay to go put a turkey together and in commemoration of Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving. That's what they're going about doing, man. And because it's suitable to the world, all right. Hey, man, they're prospering, man. They're doing all right. Because people are continue to go there and will continue to feed them their money, okay, every single week. And you got these pastors that are living lavish, but they come to the hoods and take Jake's money. You see that? It says, and I am the most high at hand, saith the Lord, and not a power afar off. Can any hide himself in a secret place that I shall not see him? Saith the Lord. Do I not fill the heaven and earth, saith the Lord? I have heard what the prophet said, that prophesied lies in my name, saying, I have dreamed a dream. who also goes about saying that he dreamed a dream. Hey man, Martin Luther King, man. Martin Luther King he had a whole speech saying, I have a dream. I have a dream. He was a plant. He was a plant set up by Esau, man. Okay? It says, how long that this be in the heart of the prophets that prophesy lies? Yea, they are prophets of the deceit of their own heart, which think to cause my people to forget my name by their dreams, which tell every man to his neighbor and his father have forgotten my name for Baal. You see? Worshipping a false god, man, a false idol. Right? That's Matthew 15:14. It says, let them alone. They be the blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into a ditch. Not one. All right? Not one based just because off of ignorance. No. It says both will be led, all right, into the ditch. See that? Okay, let's get this one. This is This is 1 Timothy 6:3. If any man teach otherwise, teach other than Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? And consent not to the wholesome words, even the words of the Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, and to the doctrine which is according to godliness, he is proud, knowing nothing, but dotting about questions and strifes of words, whereof cometh envy, strife, railings, evil surmisings, perverse disputings of men of corrupt minds and destitute of the truth, supposing that gain is godliness. From such withdraw thyself. You see? Let me read that in an NLT. It says, these people always cause trouble, for their minds are corrupt, and they have turned their backs on the truth. To them, a show of godliness is just a way to become wealthy. Look at that, man. Look at that. If that doesn't clearly let you know what these pastors are about, man. Okay? Hey, the Lord is about to, lay on those fury strokes, man, those sword strokes. Okay? He's about to bring judgment upon these so-called Christians. Okay? These so-called Christians. Okay? Because what it is to be a true Christian, right, is one that follows the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay? Follows the ways, the laws, statutes, commandments to the best of their abilities. Okay? So we have to, you really got to pay attention, man, and look closely at what's going on in the world, man, because the Lord is showing us what time we're in. All right? The Lord is showing us what time we're in, and we're coming into a time like never before. Harsh judgment is coming to Babylon the Great. All right. It also says in the book of Matthew, the 24th verse, and it says, I'll start at verse 9. Matthew 24:9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and you shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. You see, deception is one of the major things that are going on in the last days, man. Deceiving people, saying that if you give 10% of your income, the Lord will make you prosperous. Okay, or that your sins are forgiven if you give X amount of money to this so-called organization. All right. Verse 12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. You see that? The love of many waxing cold, man. This man, he said in his statement that he just wanted to shoot somebody. Okay? It says, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come, man. Well, this gospel, this true gospel, this truth is being spread, man. And it can't be contained like a wildfire. All right, because the Lord allowed it. Okay? Which proves, hey, man, we're at the end of these times, man. We're at the end of this man's kingdom. We're at the end of this eon, this age, this world. All right? So, hey, man, you know, hey, it's unfortunate for that family, but hey, man, this is expected. Times like this is expected in these last days, man. It's only going to get worse, man. So, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. And with that, I want to give honor, praise, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, blessing, and salutation to the hopeful elect. And until next time, Shalom.